I hear something. Busby. I heard that, Busby. Something went running away. We have had a raccoon under the feeder at night, but we've also had as many as 2 skunks. And I'm hoping that Busby never encounters the skunks. A dog across the street did and got squirted, and a dog up the street did and got squirted. I don't want Busby to get squirted. Anyway, the purpose for this late night video is Leanne wanted me to do her tag. And it's a tag she did some time ago and tagged me as Old Clunky Shoe. So that's how long ago it's been that she first made the tag. And I don't remember doing it, so I guess I'll do it again. Question 1, what is meant by a prepared piano? Now, I looked that up, and Leanne's guess was correct. But that would not have been my guess. My guess would have been, "Hi, Busby. I don't want you to get squirted by the skunks. No, I don't." My guess would have been something, I'd never heard the term before, but I would guess a prepared piano would have been something that, a piano that was well tuned and all oiled up and ready to play. That's what I would guess as being a prepared piano. Then Leanne wanted to know how tall we are, and it turns out Leanne and I are the same height. I am also 5'8". Now, Jasmine, my finger or hand is not over the microphone. I am purposely talking quietly because it's nighttime and I'm outside. Then Leanne wanted to know what is meant on Google by a, what is it, a 1 star or a 1 plus or a 1 up or something? I have no idea. Now, Leanne did not want us to answer any of these questions with, I don't know. My guess would be the same thing that Leanne guessed, that it meant like a thumbs up. I am not paying attention to anything about this Google connection with YouTube. I have not been going to Google. I don't have Google Chrome. I very rarely look at my Google email. Maybe that's why I so seldom know when somebody comments on my videos. But I just have not been paying attention to it. Okay. And the last question was, do you have trouble understanding when people in foreign countries speak English? It depends on the strength of their accent and how used I am to hearing it. Because, like in the case of Oni-chan Riku, my husband, I used to find it very difficult to understand his speaking in his videos because of his thick Quebecois accent. But I find I can understand him a lot better now. So I'm not sure if I've gotten used to it or if he is actually speaking more clearly English. I don't know. Or maybe a combination of both. But there are some times, like, you know, when you get a customer service from overseas, sometimes I have no trouble understanding them if they come from like India or Asia. But other times I do have a lot of trouble because the accent is thick, and also if they speak very fast, it can be difficult. So my answer has to be sometimes and sometimes not. Leanne mentioned South Africa, so then I was confused if she meant foreign countries that speak English as the primary language. If that's the case, no, I've always found it easy to understand foreign countries' English. You know, England, English people speaking English, Irish people speaking English, Scottish people. Scottish can sometimes be difficult because it's sort of a very thick brogue. Or South African or Australians. I understand them pretty well compared to other people. I remember When PBS here in Chicago used to start showing the Monty Python shows and a lot of the British shows back in the 70s and 80s, a lot of people had trouble understanding them, but I didn't. I understood it pretty well. Anyway, those are all Leanne's questions, and thanks for the tag, Leanne. Bye from Skunk City.